Paige from Summer House and Craig broke up after 3 years. It sounds like she kind of always was hesitant about getting married, and she's in her early 30s, and she feels like, 30s is transformative. And I don't think she wanted to waste his time because he's getting older and he wanted to get married. What are your thoughts on their breakup?
This is the first I'm hearing about it because I'm not, like sometimes when I'm home, I don't always I don't see like the first breaking news. Like it has
Yeah.
to be on for a while. But listen, how old is she?
She's 32.
That's
Okay.
that's young. That's young. Listen, if she's not feeling it, it's better now. She has her whole life ahead of her. And that's the thing. I mean, 3 years, that's a little while. And if she wasn't feeling it, it's better to end it now than wait a few more years. And and I'm sure she's following her heart, so she's
Mhm.
doing what makes her happy. So she has to just do whatever makes her happy.
Yeah, living no regrets. I think she says that she loves him, but she just wasn't ready to get married. And so
And that's okay too. That's the thing. Like when you don't feel it, it's better to let the person know, and that instead of keep going and drag it out even longer.
and
So
And
she's always been honest to him.
and
yeah, I like Paige. I like her a
mhm.
lot. Yeah, I think she's a straight shooter, and yeah, you have to follow your heart and do what makes you happy.
He lives in Charleston too, and she lives in New York, and, they made it so apparent that either of them didn't wanna move to the other state, for long term, so that I think right there just was like, "Okay, this is not gonna work." Because how can you have a relationship sometimes where you live in different states?
Yeah, that's hard. That's
Well,
Yeah.
really hard.
he recently said he's open to moving to New York full time, and I think that
Ooh.
might have scared her.
Yeah.
See, and
Like,
then see, and if that could have made her be happy
yeah.
about that, that he said that, but I guess it's not working. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, 3 years, it's a little bit, but listen, if it's not right, she has to do whatever. That's what I tell my kids. You always follow your heart, and I'm not the type like you have to stay with someone. No,
Yeah.
if you're not happy, there's many fish in the sea. Like, move on. Or sometimes you just need time for yourself and to and just make yourself happy and see what you really want. And I don't know, I'm all about that. You always have to make yourself happy.
No, that's great advice, honestly, because everyone has a different timeline, so you just can't go off of your age or what other people are doing, so
Exactly, and I like that, just because you don't there's no time, limit, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm in my 30s, I have to have a baby." No, you have a baby when you're ready, when it's with
yeah.
the right person, not because your clock is ticking. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, no, you have to do it right, and I feel like Paige is, that type of person, it has to be right, I don't
Yeah.
think she's just gonna do it just to do it because, "Oh my god, I'm in my 30s, I have to get married." No,
No, she's independent. She doesn't come across that way at all.
exactly, she doesn't come across that way, so that's why I'm like